What's going on, everybody? I just got a few things to talk to you about, so I figured I would film a short announcement video here. I'm going to be covering where you can get the new Man vs. World episodes moving forward. I'm going to be talking about how I've sort of been shooting myself in the foot, and I'm also going to explain my new scheme for combating the dopamine industrial complex and helping you become the man that you want to be. So, as you may have noticed, there's no Man vs. World episode up on here. Well, it doesn't mean we didn't film one. We did. It's just that we're not going to be putting the full episodes on YouTube anymore. For the meantime, you can get it over on Rumble. You can get it on Spotify, and you can get it on iTunes. We're trying to diversify a little bit, so we're getting a Rumble started just in case YouTube decides to crack down on us at any point. But eventually, the full episodes are not even going to be on any of those platforms either. More on that in a second, but you will always be able to get the clips on YouTube and on these other platforms as well. Okay. The reason for all of this is because, well, I realized that I'd been shooting myself in the foot with the way we've been doing our videos. Basically, like, apparently the way the YouTube algorithm works, and I should have known this, is that it sends your video to kind of like your most active subscribers, and then depending on how much they like it, how much they interact with it, how long they watch of it, Google determines how good of a video it is, which determines how many other people they send it out to. And so what has happened is we would do this Man vs. World episode. My most devoted followers would watch it. But then we would do the clips from those episodes, and it would send them out to my followers, and my followers who already watched the full episode wouldn't watch those, would just skip away from it. It would tell YouTube, oh, this is a garbage video, and then it would downrank us, and I think maybe that's how my channel growth has really stagnated. And if that's the case, well, then that's just sad, because I put a lot of effort into these kinds of things. Even last year when I was doing videos every day, it was still the same format, and we didn't grow, and we're like, oh, YouTube's throttling us. Maybe, or I'm just dumb. We'll have to see what happens when we switch the formula up here a little bit. Excuse me, got a little bit of a cold here. So, yeah, the other thing here, like how this fits into a bigger picture is that, like, you know, I talk a lot about how it's hard to be under the thumb of the dopamine industrial complex as an individual. You know, you're constantly being bombarded with all this crap that, you know, distracts, disorients, and corrupts your mind, like porn, like all the you know, crazy politics stuff that's super polemic, you know, and just all of the, you know, the sex stuff, the video game stuff, just like everything, it comes at you all the time as an individual, and it can mess you up if you just get too enmeshed in it. But it's not so easy as a business either, because it's kind of like we got a few big players in the room who have all of the control. We got Google, we've got Amazon, we've got, you know, like the Facebook, you know, all basically the ones who run all the ads and everything like that. If they decide to blacklist you, you're totally screwed. And if usually the rules and stuff, they're unclear, kind of like this whole algorithm thing. It's just like they'll change any time. They can deplatform you at any point. And so basically it's like I refuse to be completely beholden to these platforms on a business level and on an individual level. And it also ties into everything that, you know, I'm trying to help you guys with, you know, become the person you want to be, not the person they want you to be, right? And so what I'm going to be doing is building my own new platform, okay? It's going to be called the Protagonism Self-Mastery Club, and it's going to be at first just kind of like a membership website, but then we're also building standalone Android and Apple apps, so it can be on your phone. And the idea is, like, we really want to make like an alternative dopamine source, right? Like, technology is amazing. It can let us do all kinds of wonderful things to connect with each other, and it can, you know, we can learn how to engineer someone's attention. And big tech, the dopamine industrial complex, they've used that, I think, purely just to help their bottom line, and they don't really give a crap about you. And what I want to do is try and take all that stuff and use it for good. Like, if you've got a few minutes to scroll on your phone, or you want to sit down and you want to watch something, instead of just like pulling up one of these apps that don't care about you and your well-being, you can open up the Self-Mastery Club app. You can, you know, connect with other guys on there who are going through their process of transformation. You can watch some of my videos. I'm going to be putting almost all of my paid content on that platform under one membership. And that's where the full episodes of the Man vs. World show will eventually end up. And we're going to have a bunch of great stuff on there. I think it's going to be a space for men that does not exist, but is desperately needed. So I'm going to have a lot more information about that coming out over time. But basically the idea is I'm going to help you cut your bad habits. I'm going to help you connect with your mission, and I'm going to help you become the man that you want to be. So this is just a bit of a teaser, letting you know what's in the pipeline. We're hoping for a launch sometime next month. We'll see what happens. Sometimes technology's tricky and business timelines get tricky. So don't get mad at me if something has to shift, but that's 100% what we're aiming for. And, if you got any thoughts or questions, feel free to ask them below. I'll do my best to respond. But in the meantime, just hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. You should be if you're getting this video. Hit the bell icon to make sure you get notifications, or you can click any of the links below and get one of my guides and get on the mailing list, because that's probably the best way. Stay connected with me, and we're going to get you being the best that you've ever been. Okay, I'm really devoted to this. My content is the stuff I got planned is really awesome. The Man vs. World show, you guys seem to have be loving it. Letting me know that you're really into it. I think it's something that I'm going to 100% be able to keep up sustainably here. Doing a lot of awesome stuff for streamlining, focusing the business. I'm more focused and motivated than I've ever been. I think the business in a few months will also be able to say that as well. And then the community, I think we're going to take it to the next level. The Self Mastery Club is going to kick ass. And so I hope you guys are getting hyped for that. And, we'll see you in there. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Ooh, yeah.